Hey, I'm Caden, and you're watching Zombie Takeover TV.
You are listening to Time for Talkos with Ken and Cadence, a ZTOTV podcast.
Ken,
Go ahead.
I gotta show you what I just learned. Okay, you ready?
Really? Yeah, what is it?
Okay, you're gonna be stoked. He was a boy, she was a girl.
No.
Can you make it any more obvious? She was a punk. I mean, he was a punk. She's a ballet. What more can I say?
What the hell?
What the hell?
What
Stop
is happening?
playing. Dude! What is this, Satan?
It is I, Satan, Lord and Master of Darkness. Yay.
This is what you get. This is what you get for playing Avril. I told you not to play Avril.
I haven't done this
You
since
know.
middle school. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh my god.
So like
We've
this
been-
See you
was
again.
was this an accidental summoning? Is that
Man.
what's going on here?
No, your little cretins, your little guys keep coming to me. I have hauntings here in my house. I have demons. I don't know what the hell it is, but my lights keep going off, scratches, knocks, bangings, footsteps, you name it. I have things thrown at my children because of you.
Oh,
What
because
are
of
you
me.
doing?
Ha,
Well,
ha, because of me. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead, throw it on me.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since we
My
have
fault,
you here,
right?
I'm going to blame you.
Okay,
Because
sure.
you're Satan himself.
Yep, that's
So
me.
as we're sitting here, I'm Ken, and this
Hi,
is
Ken.
Cadence.
Hi, Caden. Am I saying that right?
we're
Cadence?
sitting here at Time For Talkos. Cadence, yeah.
Cadence. Yes. Okay.
we're here
Thank you.
on Time For Talkos.
Oh,
with
tacos.
Satan.
Fantastic.
We have Satan.
Yay. Hail me. No? Okay. Fine. So, like, what are we having
No,
for our
we're not.
tacos? What's on tacos?
Actually, I think you joined the perfect podcast, if I'm right.
Oh,
We're gonna
fantastic.
be talking about you and
Aw.
maybe your possessions of the last century or 3 or 4 or 5.
Okay. Sure.
This
let's
is fantastic.
I farm a lot of that stuff out,
Yeah,
I just want to,
I'm kind of curious on why you pick some of the people you pick. Is it just like a dating app, swipe right, swipe left? Like
actually, I get work orders from my dad,
Mhm.
God, my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, it's all part of his plan.
Hmm.
It's part of the plan.
It's just part of the plan.
It's totally part of the plan. I get a work order on my desk every Monday, and I've got a week to fill it out, torture this guy, do this, do that.
So life is a little difficult with Satan.
Meh, it's a
Are
day
you
job.
kidding? Look at the bling he's
Day
got.
job.
It can't be
Well,
difficult. Look at that.
Look at that. He's dripping
I'm
in
holding.
it.
I'm holding, it's all good. But
This
yeah,
life's
it's
not difficult for you.
It's a day job. That's why I hang out with rock and roll bands at night, That's my passion project.
Well, I mean, what can you tell us about possessions? I mean, Cadence, do you have any questions you want to ask him about possessions?
I just asked how it was, if it was like a dating site or not. But
No,
he said it's all up to God.
It's a work order. It's literally a work order. It's all part of his plan.
I'm still lost. Like, what does he do? Like, why does he decide that? Like, what does he have to do with possessions? I mean, why would he want to possess people?
He works in mysterious ways, bro. And doesn't answer his fucking phone either when I call. Answer the phone, father! Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm this whole COVID-19 thing has got everybody mad at me. And I'm like, this is my dad's plan. It's for you all to be. Have you been reading your Bibles? Because that's why he did all this.
Oh, no.
So you can stay home and read your Bible.
I'm really regretting singing Avril Lavigne right
Yep,
about
me
now.
too. Yep.
See, I told you to leave the past in the past. Leave Avril where Avril lies. Why
I
don't
know,
you have
like I said, I haven't done this since middle school. I completely forgot. Me and him have probably met before.
We probably have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Was it
lonely
hot?
kid.
Was it hot?
Oh,
I mean,
my.
what? I'm getting a press release. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Guys, it's not like like you read in the book, okay? I'm just gonna put it on you like that. I'm not the bad guy. I'm telling you.
Not.
I'm not. I'm in charge of metal bands and orgies and stuff,
Okay, so what about Gloria Salih?
Gloria Salih.
Do you remember her? Do you know that name?
Why don't you give me a heads up here?
Gloria Salih was a student at St. Michael's Mission in South Africa. Salih, who was confessed of making a pact with Satan, she was reckoned as possessed in 1906, showing unnatural impulses. She was reported to levitate 5 feet, in particular inhuman activities. Her exorcism was witnessed over 170 people, where she knocked out Bibles, behaved wildly and strangely in front of a priest, who even fell off of his own stool due to her force.
Nice.
2 days of hysteria ended when her levitating before she descended and died. They also wrote a movie about her called The Haunting of Emily Rose.
Oh.
Does
I've
that
heard of
ring
that,
a
yeah.
bell?
This is 1906, you say, in South Africa, did you say?
Yes.
Did you say South Africa?
Yep.
I do remember that. And man, that girl could party. Woo! Man, she could party. I mean, party so hard it killed her.
She was 16, bro.
Hey, what's the consent? What's the legal age in South Africa, by the way?
You can actually
What?
listen.
No, what? Yeah, no. You got no answer for me. You've got no answer for me.
You can actually go online and listen to her clips of her possession, where apparently Satan or a devil or wherever you want to call it was actually speaking out through her. The recordings are still able to find online, which make it really
You sure
interesting.
You sure it's not a Norwegian black metal album?
I'm pretty positive.
You sure? Okay. If you say so.
Do we have any of that? Do we have any?
Can we pull this up? Where's the tech guy?
Where's that guy at? Where's your guys
Damn
at?
you, father!
If you look up Emily Rose's demonic recordings, you'll be able to find it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I will look for that.
But yeah, Ken, have you heard of any possessions? Any that
Well,
link out to you?
I know this seal that you're talking about, and the Claire Seal, I think her name was.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that's one of the ones I'm pretty familiar with. But she's also the one that also spoke different languages. She's one of the more famous ones. There's more than just the Rose, the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh, here we go.
What do we got?
Yeah.
What do we got? Do
Those
we
are
have any?
different videos of her?
So I know there was a lot that was recorded of the actual her screaming and talking in tongues and the animal noises and growling.
Yeah, have you been to an evangelical snake handler church? They talk in tongues too, dude.
Aren't those the hand raising
Come on.
churches? Aren't those the hand raising churches?
Pentecostals.
Pentecostals. There we go.
Yeah. National League, American League, whatever. It's baseball. Yeah.
Here we go. What do we got?
About my reputation.
Understand how long they can put you away for this?
I want people to hear what only I can tell.
The trailer for the movie they made for her.
Why?
So she believed that her actual possession began that night at the hospital?
I think she did.
Emily had epilepsy. Father Moore's beliefs are based on superstition.
Did Father Moore ask you to give her any medical help?
I couldn't help her.
Why couldn't you help her?
Only I could. Sorry. Whatever. She called me, She sang an ancient form of Avril Lavigne or whatever her name is. Let's see. Oh, got some other stuff pulled up though. Okay. Let's see some other stuff. I want to hear this Norwegian black metal album.
Demo Gore?
Yeah, let's listen to some of that. That's cool.
Yeah, why not? I mean, hell.
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
Jezebel don't have the guts to face the man of God. Look at me.
I don't want to look at you.
Look at me,
I don't
Jezebel.
want to look at you.
Open your eyes, I command you by Christ. So the key in exorcism is not what people think in the movies. It's not just running in and throwing some holy water and waving a crucifix and saying, out. It's getting to this wounded, angry part of the person and resolving their issue so that the evil attached to it has nothing to hang on to anymore.
All the parts now.
Jezebel, murder, she doesn't want you. No, she's telling me.
Ugh, that is so disturbing.
Come on, you tell these things where to go now.
God, tell us where to go. You showed me.
I don't walk around talking to demons.
Sure you don't.
I interrogate them.
I got you on speed dial.
When I'm actually doing an exorcism. I won't talk to a demon outside of an exorcism, but once the exorcism starts, there's a limited context in which you allow a demon
Oh my gosh.
to get the information you need to proceed with the exorcism.
No! She can
In the last 30 years, Larson claims to have exorcised over 6,000 demons.
Smite you right now in the name of Jesus! Smite it!
On average, he conducts 20 seminars a month and has lectured in 80 countries worldwide.
All right. So
why doesn't the man of God in all those movies look really pale and sweaty? You ever notice that? They're all like, I have to tell you something. Let me wipe my brow first, Jesus. You know, always pale and sweaty, those guys.
Well, I have a few questions for you. First of all,
Okay.
I have a problem dealing with the idea that I can believe in possessions. I want to believe so bad, but it's really hard for me to say, hey, that's an actual possession, because there's so many weird, screwed up people out there that have mental disorders like schizophrenia. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, well, how can you tell the difference if they're possessed by one of your cronies or if it's, you know, mental disease?
Yeah.
Look for the stamp on the bottom of the foot.
Stamp on the bottom. What's it going to say?
You know, possessed.
Like a Toy Story thing.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like it doesn't
exactly.
say Andy, it just says Satan.
You know, it just says possessed.
Just possessed. Okay.
Possessed, and a serial number on it. You know.
All right. Ken, quit trying to check your feet.
I'm trying. Listen, I have.
Look at him. He's looking now.
I have
He's
like
looking
documentations.
now.
I have everything in front of me here. It's just trying to I'm doing my research here because I want an actual answer for all of this craziness, and it's driving me insane.
I mean, how is it that? 170 people saw that one girl levitate. How is that not enough for you?
Well, maybe she was pre-Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Or she was just really high.
There we go.
I'm telling you, that girl could party, man. She could party. I remember her. She's good. It was good stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Take her down. All right.
No, see, I don't know how much coaching she really.
This is not a possession.
All right.
Look at the bottom of her foot.
All right.
She's faking it. She's faking it.
That might be a different type of possession. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
She might have had a little help there.
She's faking that one too.
Moving on. I did not expect that.
Well, I know that there's a lot of things backing that up.
Demonic possessions can be classified as a strange phenomenon that has occurred in practically every culture for thousands of years. Modern technology now allows the world to document these supposed possessions in a way that history has never led us before. Take a look at these potential cases of demonic possession.
Like some of these, I think might be like drugs.
That dude is on meth.
There will.
Are you kidding? That guy's on
Salts.
meth.
Yeah.
Smoking. Yeah, you know. Crack a deal, you know?
Soon becomes clear early on that Gina's supposed demons aren't going out without a fight. First, the priests literally have to hold her down. They even insist that she will levitate if they let her go.
Like a balloon.
The rough handling only seems to make Gina even angrier for a while. Soon she calms down long enough to briefly talk about her situation. Apparently 10 vicious demons are taking turns controlling her every day, she says. 2 of the demons she were called Zion and Minga. Whether or not Zozo was one of the 10 was never revealed. Soon after mentioning them by name, her possession kicks into high gear.
God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit.
Yeah.
Very intimidating, especially for such a young country girl, but the raw hatred in her eyes wasn't enough to deter the priest from going through with the exorcism as planned. They recite prayers while she recites prophecies of war and destruction. One priest describes simultaneously feeling the power of God mixed with the power of evil as the supernatural forces fought each other for supremacy. After a long
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Wow.
Look at you getting off on that, aren't you?
A little bit. Shush. Don't kink shame me. I'm the Lord of Darkness. I do what I want. Yeah, that was good. Good stuff. 10 demons, huh? I think you
10.
can catch. You can probably see clips of that on Pornhub right now. That's happening on Pornhub right now.
Okay, well, there's been a lot of bad rap about you. I mean, the Bible has talked about you and talking about possession. There's multiple verses and scriptures that's talking about it. I mean, do you believe all of what they say to you, or is it all true?
No, that book is made up by you humans. You know, you don't even know half the story. Come on.
Oh, what's your side of the story then? Tell us.
Okay. Well, my side of the story is me and my brother Gabriel were trying to start a little jazz combo where he was going to play the horn and I was going to play guitar. And my dad totally fucking came in one day and was like, "No, Satan, I need you to take over the family business and do this really shitty job. It's worse than taking out the garbage, but I need you to do it." And me being the good son, I did what I was supposed to, and I'm doing it today. This is bullshit. It's bullshit.
So you have other siblings too?
Well, yeah, Gabriel, the angel,
Mm-hmm.
He went on and did that gig and like blew the walls down with the horn, apparently, so I missed out on that. Thanks, Dad. Jerk.
The idea of the devil, evil incarnate, has irresistible symbolic force, and the character of Lucifer inhabits our greatest literature from Paradise Lost to Faust. But what about the devil not as a symbol, but as an actual willful being, a fallen angel in Christian belief that can not only affect human events, but enter human bodies? Tonight, we go inside the controversial and extraordinary rite of exorcism with my co-anchor Terry Moran for our series, Faith Matters.
In Hollywood, exorcisms are full of spooky special effects and terrifying images. As in, most famously, the film, The Exorcist.
I command you to depart from the servant of God.
Emily, can you hear me?
Or there's the battle with the devil in the movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Demons exist whether you believe in them or not.
But exorcism is more, much more than just fodder for horror flicks. It is one of the most dramatic, profoundly moving, and profoundly controversial of all religious practices.
Oh, no!
Leave.
No!
Protect
No!
Leave now, I command you.
And in real life, this rare footage shows what actually happened in an
This is weird. My dog's actually barking at nothing right now. Stop!
I would do things that I wouldn't necessarily do, but so intense that it was like I was almost a puppet.
Becky Parker is
Was that a shot?
That was a shot. That was totally a shot.
What the hell?
By the love of God through the rite of exorcism.
I'm happy because I found God. I found how to win the spiritual battle I was in.
Tell me your name.
Yeah, she won. Yay.
So,
go
ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. And as for entering the body, the human body has lots of entrances I would like to point out. It's not that hard to get into.
No
sometimes
comment.
it takes a little coercion, but you know.
Well, tell me this. Why is it that your father is telling everybody how to get rid of you?
Because it's part of the plan.
So I mean, it's like a cheat sheet. It's like a cheat sheet.
Okay.
Like, so
All
you
right.
go out, you go amongst yourself, you stumble into a body, then all these scriptures like, hey, this is how you get rid of them. It's like a cheat sheet. So why doesn't he want you possessing people?
It's okay. If you watched the Avengers movie, right? You watched the Avengers movie, right?
Yeah, of course.
Would you have watched any of those movies without the villain in it? It'd be a pretty fucking boring movie.
He has a point. Why am I agreeing
boring
with
movie.
Satan right now? He has a point.
Because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. You wouldn't watch an Avengers movie without Ultron or Thanos or any of them dudes.
I don't know. I kind of just watched for the leotards.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Of course. And see, that's how he gets you. That's how you're lured in. Look at that. What is this?
It's dog.
This dog?
It's dog.
Cerberus. Cerberus.
It's dog. It's not. No.
It's not Cerberus. Nah, he doesn't have enough heads.
Not yet. Not
my
yet.
My dog has 3 heads.
My dog's an atheist. So
Oh,
you
that's
guys
good.
will get along. Yeah.
I don't believe
at
in
all
me
the
either.
church people that pull in, don't you? We live across from a church. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's probably why I don't see you much anymore.
Nah, my little brother doesn't live there. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
So Satan, what's your favorite? Like, have you done any yourself? Have you possessed anybody yourself? By yourself?
No, not really. Again, I don't really want to wear your flesh. It's gross inside there. I mean, you're wearing a meat suit now. It's gross in there, isn't it?
I feel gross.
Yeah.
I feel gross.
You should, because it's gross. Humans are gross. You know,
I
that's
don't
why
think
I farm
we're
that
all
out.
bad.
No, we're
It's part of the
gross.
plan, isn't it?
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. It's my dad's plan, so, and he works in mysterious ways, so who the fuck knows? I don't. When I get a work order, and I follow, you know, I just do what I'm supposed to do, check off the list, clock out, you know, party till Monday morning. Yay.
Very nice. But if you're not into possessions and you swear that you're not a bad guy, then where does the bad things come from? If, like, I mean, there has to be good and there has to be evil.
That's
just
right.
like there has to be light
Right.
and there has to be dark. So, like,
Okay.
where are you lying?
Well, I do run the torture factory. I have this thing called the butt stuff machine down there. It's the size of a continent, but it only seats 1. And, you know, the butt stuff machine does, you know, pretty much what you think it does. And, you know, I run that. You know, there's the light bright of eternal damnation and the Etch-a-Sketch of pain. But we don't really use the Etch-a-Sketch because nobody can really draw on it. All they can make is squares, you know, because the Etch-a-Sketch was kind of hard.
Dude, I used to make the sphinxes, like the pyramids and the sphinxes. That was my
Oh,
big
nice.
thing.
Well, guess what, buddy? You got a job. I'm giving you a job when you show
Yeah,
up at
that's
the
way
door.
more than what I could do. I'd try to spell my name and it'd just be like,
Yeah, right. I couldn't do it either. I'm like, this is damn this thing. Who's being tortured more, me or them? Christ. Ah.
Okay. What would happen? Like, I mean, we got Satan here by playing Avril Lavigne. What if we played it backwards? What would happen? Would it dispel him? Like, would it get rid of him?
It's working!
More! Louder!
Louder!
Did we get rid of him?
I
Did
don't
we get rid of
know.
him? Satan? Ha 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 ha!
Satan has left the chat room!
Yeah!
We're free.
No more. You are banned from guitar playing Avril from now on. No more.
Well, I agree. I don't think we should
Please.
do that anymore. I think tonight I'm going to be sleeping with this thing. Yeah. Well,
This is your fault. I'm blaming this entire episode on you.
I completely blame it on myself as well. Damn my middle school romance.
That's what you get. I told you not to revisit those old childhood memories of playing Avril and rocking out.
Well, at least it was a nice chat. Guess it could have been worse.
What? How worse could it got? We just confronted Satan.
I don't know. He seemed like a cool dude to me.
Well, no. Okay, you might be a cool dude to you, but my house still has knocks and weird shit happening in it. So
Well, it's not my house, so I don't really care.
Of course. All right. Well, I know we did this whole like possession thing. I know we're going to be talking about possessions, and coincidentally, we had Satan pop on the show. Is there like anything else you want to talk about possession, since now he can't try to be like the good guy out of this whole situation?
Well,
or do you
I
still,
definitely...
or did he just make a best friend? Did you just make a best friend?
Oh, he's not a best friend, Ken. You don't got to get jealous about it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the guy seems like he's got a lot of character, and he's got more bling than I do. So.
Yeah.
And he's old as shit. I know you like
He's
those old guys.
got a thing for redheads too. So. Yeah, but I will say, though, you're a skeptic on possessions, and I'm a slight skeptic as well. I feel like there's too many things, like as far as like mental health or drugs, any of those that can always play a factor. And there is just like the slight, like people dying from these possessions that make it definitely hard to wean on, is it fake? Is it real? Like, is that possible?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just like that Annalise. I mean,
Yeah.
she died from starvation, and she wasn't fed. She wasn't like force fed. She wasn't given any kind of nutrients, and they could have held her down and like forced that stuff down her, and she'd been okay. But she died at what, like 60 some, 70 some? I think it was like 60 some pounds.
And then having the people that literally contort their bodies to the point where they snap, like
Yeah.
they will die by contorting themselves in unnatural ways and just off themselves. Like I've never heard of, I mean, that to me, it's like beyond mental at that point. There's just certain things you can do as a human that you just can't do, like bending completely backwards, like you're folding a piece of paper.
Yeah,
I don't know.
understand that. I don't understand where that comes from. And the same thing with like the unknown knowledge. I mean, that Annalise girl like was able to predict when she was going to die, and she was accurate upon that.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was able to predict when she was going to die. Now explain that.
See, that's not explainable.
That's one of the things
very strange.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things I'm having a tough time trying to get by.
A woman
look at this.
to become possessed while shopping in a supermarket, and the apparent incident was all captured on surveillance.
How is that person just like, are you okay? No way.
As shoppers in China attempted to assist her, she let out a loud scream, frightening the onlookers.
My goodness.
It was posted on China's version of YouTube, and thousands of viewers are circling
in the hallway just screaming their guts out, and people are literally standing around. I couldn't imagine.
Look at her. She's got her phone out. Of course she's got her phone out.
Oh, that one. Yeah, she's recording.
Yeah, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you?
I mean, I don't know. See, like that's really creepy, but I've seen people, like videos of people in bath salts, and they act kind of the same way. And
like, I need something that says like, hi, I'm Satan. Here's proof. There we go. Or demons, something like that. I mean, media has a good way of construing things, and movies. I love watching movies on possessions because they like to give that little creativity. I mean, what's your favorite possession movie then? If you like movies.
Honestly, I have to say the Salih. That Clara Salih, she's also the Emily Rose.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of documentaries on her, and I find it absolutely fascinating because here she was, just this young, beautiful woman that absolutely snapped like that. And family members were just absolutely confused on where it even came from. Showed no signs of schizophrenia, showed no signs of any sort of mental or, I mean, they just didn't understand where it came from. Excuse me. But yeah, and she just totally snapped out of it and started saying these things. And I mean, look at her pictures. I mean, absolutely horrible. Like, she became nothing but skin and bones. She wouldn't eat, would have to be locked down on her bed, or she would levitate up. Just so sad to me.
Yeah, because mental disorder doesn't make those kind of lesions and make you do all that.
No. Well, it definitely doesn't explain the levitating, especially in front of 117. I forget what the number originally was.
Yeah, it's a whole church. Yeah,
it was a whole church, and I mean, look at those pictures. How sad.
What would you do?
Very sad.
What would you do if someone contorted and started walking backwards, right straight toward you? What would you do?
Run. I would run. I'd probably run backwards because I'd not want to keep my eyes off of whatever it was and be screaming. I'd be terrified. I'm not good with those sorts of things at all. Yeah, and probably throw up because that's disgusting. Like, people shouldn't move like that. People should not be moving like that. Which that also puts me onto a topic here, ADD mind, but we're talking about possessions and ghosts and demons and blah, blah, blah. Pretty soon we're going to be going on our very own ghost hunt with an actual supernatural team. Are you ready for that?
I am so ready. I am
Are you
over
ready to hear where we're going to be pissing off these spirits?
You already, okay. Yeah. Where? Please. What? Me? What? Why are you looking at me like that for?
We're going to be ghost hunting in your house, Ken.
Are you serious?
Yes, we're bringing a whole ghost crew, and that is 7 people with different kinds of technology that they have with them. Voice recorders, this radio box that they can speak through, these lights that shine on the wall to apparently detect spirits walking by. Yes, we're going to be doing it completely in your house, and that includes your spooky attic. So,
oh my God.
Yes.
What if we piss it off?
No, what if we do?
I had to live with it.
We just talked to Satan. He seems pretty cool. Just play Avril Lavigne backwards every time you feel like something's there. Jeez, not that hard.
You got balls. I'm not going to be able to sleep here at all. I'm going to have to find somewhere to crash for a little bit because I'm not going to feel comfortable in my own skin in my own house.
I think you'll be okay. And I think people watching will be really happy seeing you jump and scream like a little girl.
Well, it's not spiders, so I guess.
We'll see who decides to run out of the house first.
It's not going to be me. Let's make some bets. It's not going to be me. So when are we going to do this whole thing? Like, when are we going to start looking at my house? Like, when are we going to
probably soon, probably within the next few weeks. Like, we're going to get this team together.
Yeah.
And probably start the hunting once the sun goes down, and we will be up all night. And all I know is what they said is they absolutely don't want lights on. Lights cannot be on. Flashlights will only be guiding us in the direction of the house that we need to be going, and then they turn them right back off. So we'll be completely in the dark in that spooky freaking attic, in your spooky freaking basement, and the rest of your spooky stupid house. So yeah, it's going to be lots of fun for me.
I can't wait. I know that it's going to be grueling after that. I know I'm going to be I'm going to be terrified. I know I'm going to live in my head mentally.
And then going to bed that night is probably going to be hard for you.
No, I'm going to sleep somewhere else. That's not happening.
I think you should document your first night after roweling it up. I think you should document yourself, paranormal activity-esque camera on the side of the bed and everything.
It's going to look like Blair Witch Project, I promise.
Yes. Where you're crying into the camera and snot's running down your nose and you're like, I'm sorry. Everybody, I'm sorry.
Please leave Brittany alone.
Leave Brittany alone. Exactly. But I am absolutely looking forward to it.
I am too.
This crew has their own Facebook. I know one of them personally. So we will bring them onto the show. They also have like a whole bunch of evidence of things that they've caught before in really popular locations. One of which is the Prospect Mansion, which isn't too far from here. And they have tons of stuff, video recordings, audio stuff, stories about being touched and thrown, even grabbed, things being thrown at them.
Nice.
They somehow get them going, and I'm really intrigued to see what will happen once we collide.
Well, I'm pretty sure we've already checked off all of those things in this house alone.
Yeah, definitely.
This is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens.
I'm interested to see like a professional take on what could be in your house. Maybe they'll debunk it and see that it's absolutely nothing.
How are they going to debunk your hand being grabbed? How are they going to debunk a jack being tossed at my daughter from a whole nother room where no one was at?
Or my daughter hearing laughter from upstairs.
And someone knocking on my doors and my son having the door knocked on him while he was in a restroom?
Maybe it's just mice.
Mice. Yeah, because there's mice everywhere in this house because there's mice. That doesn't explain anything. There's no such thing.
It doesn't explain anything. And I don't think you have mice in your house. Honestly, I think that place is fucked up. So I hope everybody joins us for that episode, gets to see fun. Ken cry like a little girl and me laugh hysterically at it. I don't think I'm going to be scared. I don't think so, but I'm allowed to talk. So we'll see. I might end up being the one that's crying in the corner. But yeah, hopefully Satan doesn't show up, and hopefully we catch something on tape or video or recordings. That's the same thing, video and tape. But anyway, I'm just rambling on at this point. Guys, thank you for watching this crazy episode and our guest, Satan, that just happened to show up. I didn't expect that at all.
Shout out to Super Satan Show.
Yes, shout out. It was interesting. Definitely interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I want to invite that back.
Well, we won't be singing Avril Lavigne anytime soon.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you. What do you mean anytime soon?
I don't know. I might sing it at your house.
You would provoke it, wouldn't you?
Well, a little bit of Skater Boy won't hurt anybody.
Thanks.
Hello. I'm Cadence.
I'm Ken.
Thank you for watching Time with Tacos. See you next time.
Later, guys.
Bye.